Alright, what's up YouTube? This is NPY coming at you with a Fabled profile, Darkworld build. I don't know, I like it a lot. It adds with consistency and you know, it helps. Fables help a lot. So here we go with one Darkworld brow. Well, beige, I mean, whoops. One Ganashia, Fabled Ganashia. One morphing jar. One Fabled Grimrow. One Sangan. One Fabled Cerberus. Oh, two Fabled Cerberus. Two Fabled Chawa. Two Fabled Cruise. And one's DT. So we have three Snow of the Darkworld. Three Brow of the Darkworld. Three Grappa. Grappa's really good. Pop the card is discarded, you know. Brow draws, snow searches. Oh, I should explain Fable stuff. So Chawa, when he's discarded, he when he's discarded, you can discard a Fable to special summon another, to special summon himself. Works with Cerberus, because Cerberus, when he discards to grave, he special summons himself. Fabled Cruise, when this card is discarded to the graveyard, select one level 4 lower Fabled monster, except this card special summon it. And Grimrow, when you control a face-up Fabled monster, you can send this card from your hand to the grave to add one Fabled monster from your deck to your hand, except Grimrow. So she's really good. Opens up a lot of Shula plays and everything. Sorry, this is hard to do with one hand. But yeah, so that's the Fable stuff. And then for other monsters, we have one VLS. And one Dark Arm. And surprisingly, it's not that hard to get Dark Armed out because you control your grave so much. So, I don't know. Like, Dark Arm's really good. Traps, we only run 4. Mirror Force, Dust Shoot, Double Mind Crush. This deck gets rid of your opponent's hand and lets you plus. So, and Mind Crush is just great. Double. So, spells you play 3 drag down to the grave. You and your opponent look at each other's hand, select one card, discard it, and then you both draw one. So that's pretty good, especially if your opponent has they claim they have a good hand, you know, get rid of whatever makes their hand so good. 3 Gates to the Darkworld, that's pretty good. It's a field card for Darkworld. You banish one to discard one to draw one, so that's always good. 2 Darkworld Dealings, 1 card Destruction, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm, and 1 Avarice. So you know it's always, yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. This deck plays really well if you draw really well. If you draw bleh, you're gonna play bleh, you know. Opening hand is a big deal. For extra deck, we have 1 Utopia, 1 Leviathan, 1 Fabled Kudabi. So when you have 0 cards in your hand, he can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, and 3 or more, he gets destroyed during the end phase. So, you know, he's pretty good late in game. 1 Fabled Unicorn. This card is so good. So when you have the same amount of cards as your opponent does in their hand, you destroy, you can negate whatever you want to that your opponent uses. So it's a mandatory effect, so you have to do it. But 2,300,000 defense, and Kudabi's 22 and 11 for attack and defense respectively. 1 Catastor, 1 Fabled Dragon. So you have 1 Fabled Tuner and 1 non-tuner. And when you synchro summon, if you have 1 or less cards in your hand, you can draw until you have 2 cards. So that's pretty great. 1 Brionic, 1 Gaia Knight, runs over Stardust, 1 Black Rose, 1 Scrap Archfiend, 1 Colossal Fighter, 1 Thought Ruler, 1 Stardust, 1 Mistworm, and 1 Trishula. You can surprisingly get first turn Mistworms and Trishula really easily with this deck, so, thanks to the Fable stuff. So yeah, and the main reason I'm running this build is because you don't have to worry about, you know, tour guides or whatever. It's a cheaper alternative. So for side deck, we have 1 Gen X Ally Birdman, 1 Gores, another Birdman, whoops, But so it's 2 Birdman. You know, I'll explain stuff later. Spells we have 3 MST, whoops, and a burial from different dimension. You know, people side macro, you gotta have a response to it. And just in case you don't draw the MSTs or whatever else I have in here, you do burial, put stuff in grave, put your graphics in grave, you know, bring them out. It's 1 Malevolent Catastrophe. It's like Heavy Storm when your opponent attacks, which is great because if they side macro once again or they play a lot of back row, you don't handle that. 1 Torrential. I don't main it. You don't really need to. You have beaters. Who cares? 1 Return from Different Dimension. 1 Bottomless. 1 Compulse. 1 Dust Tornado. Another Dust Tornado. And another Dust Tornado. So that's the side deck. I'll explain the Birdman and stuff right now. The Birdman is really good because you can return like a Darkworld that wouldn't be so useful to your hand to special summon him. So a combo I like to do is you have Beige, you return Beige to hand to special Birdman, use Gates' effect or some discard effect to ditch Beige to special summon him. So now you have an easy black roast to get rid of like whatever your opponent may have out on the field. He's just, I don't know, he's really good. I like Birdman a lot. I would main one if it wasn't so dumb, but I don't know, he's really, really good in this deck. So, you know, it's whatever. But I'm going to try something new with you guys today. I want you guys to leave a suggestion of a deck that you would like to see. I will try my hardest to make a majority of them. If it's just something so blatantly stupid, I won't make it. I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to do, whatever. And, you know, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's Fabled, Darkworld. Fabled adds consistency, Darkworld makes it cool. So let us know. And this is NPY. This is the Chandler edition. So see you guys.